They must be calling it a lot number. Usually you got batch, or am I missing it? I don't have my glasses on. So we're going to go with batch, that lot number is their batch number. We want to see that. You'll see places where they don't put batch numbers on their peptides on the vial. That's not good. You want to be able to match up your vial to the COA, and the batch number is how you do that, or I guess in this case, lot number. Next, we have purity. We want purity to be as high as possible. In general, 99% is good. They're saying 95%. I'd want that actually higher. How much was put in there? You want as close to, if they've labeled their vial saying 10 milligrams, you want the number as close to that as possible. You might think that, oh, I'm getting a good deal if there's like 13 milligrams in a 10 milligram vial. Problem is when you're reconstituting it, most likely, one, you're not necessarily going to know your specific vial how much is in there. And so those variances mess up your math. And with some of the peptides you use, like ipamorelin, for instance, which use very, very tiny doses, you're shooting 0.3 milligrams. Well, if they've put, 30% extra into that vial, and you're not sure, you don't know, and you don't do the math right, you could end up shooting additional and have some, it's not going to hospitalize you or anything like that, but the side effects of something like ipamorelin, sore joints, you don't want that. So you want this number to be accurate. The identity, obviously, you expect if your vial is labeled with BPC, you expect this report to say, yeah, it's got BPC in it. If you look on social media right now, there's a lab that shipped out a bunch of vials that were labeled retatrutide. Turns out they had tirzepatide in it. I mean, what are you doing even? So this is why the testing is important. Sterility means it's sterile. It either passes or fails. That means there's no mold, no bacteria, no just the vessel, the vial was clean, and wherever that lyophilized powder came from was also kept clean. You do not want this. If you inject something that has been contaminated with bacteria or mold or something like that, you will very quickly get very sick and bad things happen. Next, endotoxins. Yeah, the endotoxins are essentially the dead bodies of bacteria. You don't want those in your thing either. E. coli, things like that could contaminate, and so you don't want that to happen. Again, the endotoxins really are more showing you that their manufacturing process, where they got the peptide from, was good. We have our heavy metal analysis. Yeah, you don't want any of those things in there. Heavy metal poisoning, unlikely to happen, just like the endotoxins, very unlikely to happen, but you don't want heavy metal poisoning. That's a bad day. The sterility, we've already gone over that. So what we have here in this case, we have PT141, another wonderful peptide, at least, wow, May 11th. So there you go. Very fresh COA. So this is what you're looking for. In my opinion, this is the gold standard. I honestly wish peptide crafters would add in heavy metal testing to their stuff. They've got 3 of them, but 4 would be better. That's it. I mean, that's the important stuff with your shopping. You want an Amazon-like shopping experience. It's, like I said, in this day and age of AI, there's no excuse to have a crap website. There's no excuse. With Shopify, all the tools available, okay? Again, beating it to death. Next piece, the COAs. I think I've beaten that to death. You want to find the COA. You want, at an absolute minimum, you want purity, but that is the absolute minimum. Like, that's minimal effort. I'd shop further. You would ideally want purity and sterility, because the sterility is immediately going to affect you. Endotoxins, if you jab something that's contaminated with endotoxins, it's not going to put you in the hospital. You're going to get a site reaction, you'll get a fever, you're not going to feel great. Throw the vial away, find a better vendor. Hey, call them up or email them. Maybe they'll refund your money and apologize. And yeah, I'd also get on X and let people know that, hey, this vendor is shipping out stuff that has endotoxins in it. I got sick. Same thing with heavy metals. Heavy metals can be actually pretty serious. It's extraordinarily rare. Yes, you might find this study that they're claiming that it happens all the time. They skewed that study, and it's one case where they did that. I have not seen it, which doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but I've not seen it. It's very unlikely. If you know how peptides are made, a lot of stuff has to go wrong for there to be heavy metals in there. The endotoxins, I already covered that, heavy metals. Those two tests really show more the quality of the lab that actually made them, which should be good. Then, but the two that you really, at a minimum, sterility and the purity are, in my opinion, the minimum that you want. And like I said, I got extraordinarily lucky. Peptide Crafters and Liberty Peptides, both, before I knew all of this stuff, I was already getting it. I've never gotten sick. I've never had any issues. I'm trying to tell you so that you're not just relying on luck. You actually have some knowledge and can take advantage of what I've learned over the past 3 years. Last piece is the credit card piece. Part of the reason with the credit card is if you place an order, they charge a card, and you never get anything, you can go back to the credit card company, get your money back. You have some protection there. Crypto wallet, no protection. Bank transfer, no protection. Zelle, no protection. So you want a credit card. That's it. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, let me know what's brought you into peptides. Is it, for me, the gateway was BPC 157. The other one that's bringing a lot of people in is the retatrutide. I have another video I'm going to do on more advanced shopping, so please subscribe. And I'm also going to show you some tricks with reconstituting your peptides to deliver them in fun new ways. Have a good evening, and I will catch you next time.